was rich, I remember who I was. I was lost, I was blind, I was running out of time. Sin separated, the breach was far too wide. But from the far side of the chasm, you held me in your sight. So you made a way across the great divide, left behind heaven's throne to build it here inside. And there at the cross, you paid the debt I owe, broke my chains, freed my soul. For the first time I had hope. Jesus, for the blood applied. Thank you, Jesus, it has washed me white. Thank you, Jesus, you have saved my life, brought me from the darkness into glorious light. Took my place, laid inside my tomb of sin. You were buried for 3 days, but then you walked right out again. And now death has no sting, and life has no end. For I have been transformed by the blood of brought me from the darkness into glorious light.
Okay, so for Thank You, Jesus, for the blood, I'm playing G shapes, so meaning I'm playing the chords in the key of G, and I have my capo on the 3rd fret, which is making it sound in B flat. Because you got G, A flat, A, B flat. So for my G major chord, I like to do. Sorry, my chord is like tangled back here. I like to do an add 9, G add 9, which just means instead of the normal G where you're playing pointer finger on the A string, 2nd fret, middle finger on the E string, 3rd fret, and then ring finger on that bottom E string, 3rd fret, I move my ring finger up to the B string, 3rd fret, and then I put my pinky down on that bottom E string. And the cool thing about that is for most of these chords, you can keep those 2 fingers down. Like for the chords I'm about to show you, the only thing that's changing is these 2 fingers. So you keep those 2 down. So our G major, just went over that. And then it's got a D over F sharp. So for that one, you put your pointer finger on the E string, 2nd fret, middle finger on the G string, 2nd fret. And remember, your bottom 2 fingers are staying that same 3rd fret. So you got, you play all those strings. And then E minor is a typical E minor, but I play it with those bottom ones down too. So pointer finger, you can really do it either way. I usually do it like this because it slides well into that C chord. So I usually do my middle finger on the A string, pointer finger on the D string. And that way I can just slide my middle finger up for that C chord. This is like a C, maybe C add 9, something like that. And for that one, you just put your middle finger on the A string, 3rd fret, and pointer finger stays on that D string of the 2nd fret. And that's most of the chords of the song. That's your verses. So for the first verse, in the intro, I didn't play a whole lot. I played in that second half, some finger picking, sin separated, the breach, E minor was far too wide. Then we go to our C chord there, but from the far side of the chasm. So there's where we have a G over B. So for that one, you can still keep your bottom 2 fingers right where they're at. And then I just move my pointer finger to the A string, 2nd fret, and middle finger's just kind of chilling. So the far side of the chasm, pointer finger there, and you just play from the A string down. And that's your G over B, and then it's got a D sus. So for the D chord, pointer finger on the G string, middle finger on that bottom E string, ring finger, and these are in the 2nd fret, ring fingers on the 3rd fret of the B string. And then to make it a sus, a D sus or suspended like it's talking about, you just put your pinky down like we had it before, the same spot we had it before, 3rd fret, bottom E. And then you can resolve that. You can go from down, lift your pinky up. That's resolving it. So you held me, the sus, in your sight is where you would resolve and lift your pinky up. Or for the first time I had hope. And then you got your chorus. So that's where we're using pretty much the same chords, but we're changing pretty quickly. So for those first couple verses, I'm just kind of lightly finger picking. And if finger picking's too hard, you can just do the light strums. And then on the chorus, I'd start using my pick a little bit. And I would just play each chord, I would give a strum. So I would just do G, D over F sharp, G over B, C. And to make that a C2, I just pick up my pointer finger. So we do the same C we played earlier. And I pick up my pointer finger to make it a 2. And then back to our G. And then we got E minor, D over F sharp, G, E minor, D sus, and then E minor, D, that's C2, G over B, C2, D, E minor, E flat. I'm sorry, I'm looking at the actual key. C2, then G, D sus, D, G. And then if you want to do that I guess it's a C over G. I do keep everything the same as you would on G, but your pointing finger slides up to the same fret where all the other fingers are. That third fret on the A string. And that's where I would start to strum lightly, maybe really light, because that verse starts to build. You're like, you took my place, laid inside my tomb to sing. You were buried for 3 days, then you walked right out. That's where you do your D sus, and you start to build. I just do those down strums. G over B, D sus, and then that chorus is where you can really start to strum. So I'm just doing kind of a. So I'm just like down, 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 and a 1. Sorry, wrong chord there. So. And you don't have to do the exact same strumming pattern I'm doing. You just want to have that kind of rhythm, that da chicka da chicka da chicka da, something like that. You can just do, if that's a little too difficult, you can just do that down up down up down up down. You can do. It's just kind of like that. The only thing is, some of them I'll do it a little bit. I'll give a little bit more of an accent to it when I'm doing down up. Otherwise, it's just like, and we don't really want that. We want it to have a little bit of variety to it, just to keep it interesting to the listener's ear. And then the bridge is where I did some things a little bit different. I played a C chord, our normal C chord that we're used to. So ring finger on the A string, middle finger on the G string on the 2nd fret, pointer finger B string. Nope, just kidding. Middle finger on the D string. I'm like, that's wrong. Yeah, so our normal C chord. And then there's nothing stronger. And you can just go to the regular D chord if you want. I did a different one that I think sounds really nice in this song. I take the same C shape and slide each finger up 2 frets. Right there. And I put my pinky down that bottom string on the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th fret. So there's nothing stronger than the one to. And that's one way you can play a D chord. I really like the voicing of it. It sounds nice. But you can always do there is nothing stronger than the one to. That sounds just fine. The E minor. Then we got a fun chord. We have a B flat. And my phone needs to go on a little power mode. We're good. All right, so E flat. Sorry, B flat. That one's a bar chord. Now, if bar chords are a little crazy right now, that's okay. You can just play. It's like you're playing an A minor with these 3 fingers. So that's how I usually start. I'll play my A minor with these 3. I'll play middle finger on the B string, ring finger on the D string, 2nd fret, pinky on the G string, 2nd fret. So that's your A minor. So the only difference is you're going up a whole step from A minor. So you would bar off there. That's B flat minor. Now we got B minor. So you can bar off that whole 2nd fret. That makes a B minor. Now, if that's too difficult, you just take that same shape and just put your pointer finger down on the E string 2nd fret. So you got your A minor, slide it up, and put your pointer finger there. And I would just play the bottom 4 strings in that instance, instead of from the A string down with the bar chord. You can play it that way. So there's nothing stronger than the wonder-working power of the blood. That's one way to do it. And then it repeats that. And then, it repeats that up until the very last time. Then it goes to the D. And then you're back to your chorus. And when you hit that chorus, it's important that they're kind of like punches. So, thank you, Jesus, for the... You can start strumming again right there. So, but before that, thank you, Jesus, punches. That's where you can start strumming again. That's about all there is to that one. You Saved My Life. I hold out that E minor, and then I let the keys and the singer just sing that one to the end. And then when the band comes in with a little bit of a swell on the end, you can just lightly swell that on the G chord. But yeah, that's all there is to Thank You, Jesus, for the Blood acoustic. I love that song. It's actually one of my favorites. It's really good. Have fun with it. Enjoy.